We are live here, or if you're watching this, you're watching it taped maybe, but we were live here on Change Our Minds, and we're talking about this week's headlines. And I'm here with my man, Jody. Jody, I got a topic for you. I got a topic about Chris Pine. Chris Pine just beat out Chris Pratt to star in The Saint reboot for Paramount. Who cares? Why is he making The Saint? Do you remember The Saint?
The Saint.
The Saint was an old TV show, his book series, and then Val Kilmer made one way back in the late 90s, right? What Chris Pine? What is he doing? He did that bad Jack Ryan movie. Yeah, I guess he did that bad Jack Ryan movie, which he like sort of killed that franchise, and then John Krasinski ended up doing it for Amazon. And I'm sure even he's probably like, enough of this. Let me go make movies. But now Chris Pine's making he's making now The Saint, and I'm just like, and all the rumors I heard is that he didn't want to do Captain Kirk anymore because of money or contract issues.
Is his production company behind this as well, though? Because he started a production company with him and Patty. That's kind of a new thing.
Dexter Fletcher will direct. Seth Graham Greene wrote it, producing along with Brad Crevoy and Mark Robert Evans serves as producer. No, doesn't. No. Paramount.
Just acting?
I mean, Paramount did Star Trek, so they were excited. And the studio saw saying it's the perfect role for Pine as they wait for the script to be finished. The script's not even done yet, and he's not doing any more of that. But it was a 1997 film, and then it was a 60s TV show starring Roger Moore. That's right, Roger Moore was the Saint. I don't know if you're gonna change your mind. Maybe we'll agree on this. I just don't care. Why is Chris Pine doing these weird, boring franchises? I mean, money, I guess, is what it is again. But I would have much rather seen him in Star Trek. I thought even in one of those bad Star Treks, I liked him.
Star Trek.
You know what I'm saying? He stopped doing it. He seems to be like not wanting to do any more of those
Star
movies.
Treks.
Why? No, but why? He was supposed to do. Remember, they were going to do one. Whoa! They were going to do one with Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pine. They were going to do a time travel Star Trek with the two of them. And then everything I read, again, I don't know this one. I'm speculating on. I don't actually have sources on this one. Money. They were like, no, you're not paying us enough, and so they walked, and then the movie fell apart. The director had to go, and it didn't happen.
I hope that's false.
And so it could be false, but it didn't happen. It fell apart, and it wasn't going there. But Chris Hemsworth played his dad in the very first Star Trek, in an opening scene of Star Trek, which made me cry. Fantastic opening. And then that first Star Trek was fantastic. And then Into Darkness was a mix. It was not very good. And then Beyond was just like a generic Trek movie. It was fine, but it wasn't like stand out too much. But my point is, like, I like that crew. I like him as Kirk. Just keep going. Make another movie. And so now instead of that, he keeps making these dumb these weird attempts to do more franchises. And then in Wonder Woman, clearly he's coming back, but I don't know. That's clearly in her mind or something.
That's kind of like the biggest thing that he's had for a while, though. Yeah,
and it's weird he's back because he died. And so clearly it's some mind game or who knows, or some clone, and we'll find out what it is. Maybe you know, I don't want to know. Let's not spoil the movie. But I don't sense he's going to be in that franchise after part 2. We'll see. But my point is he's clearly like itching for another franchise now that Trek's, I guess, not happening anymore, and Wonder Woman's, he's dead. So The Saint, can you change my mind on this, or are you with me? The Saint does not feel like the one.
100%. I can't change your mind on this. This is not even a big move in my opinion. This ain't no power play. And then when you think about Chris Pine's career, it's not fantastic. You know what I'm saying? When we think of other handsome, capable people of Hollywood, Leo, even Tom Hardy, you throw them down the hallway, names down the hallway, and Chris Pine, even Chris Hemsworth probably has better filmography than Chris Pine. And because he beat out Chris Pratt, does that really say much? Did he beat Chris Pratt out?
No, Pratt probably left.
Pratt really want this? Is this it's gonna be a film?
Yeah, it's a film. He's coming off of, because I was trying to figure out what else has been working on. So he came off of TNT.
He did I Am the Night.
Yeah, We Are the Night from TNT, which I didn't see.
I Am the Night, which was a miniseries. I was in that, by the way. Shout out to Patty for hooking that up.
Oh wow, We Are the Night. Yeah, I didn't watch it. Was it good? Or you haven't seen it?
Yeah, I Am the Night is a really good show. Non-biased. Check it out.
We Are the Night, Jody. Get your friggin' show right.
It's I Am the Night. Whatever you're reading, it's a misprint.
Okay. All right.
Then. My paychecks. I'm in that motherfucker. It's right. I Am the Night.
All right.
It's not We Are the Night.
It says We Are the Night here. So I Am the Night. He got strong reviews from critics, and then he's out next scene Steve Trevor.
He was great in it. He was great in I Am the Night. Great in it.
Huh. But anyway, I liked him in Hell or High Water. Like, he has done some other work that I'm like, I like Chris Pine as an actor. But of all the Chris's, I agree. He's one that I like. He's done Star Trek. I liked him in Star Trek. I liked him in Wonder Woman. I actually think Wonder Woman is his best thing because he's so played against type, and it was such a great pairing with her, and he let her shine in a way that
him in that movie.
Yeah, he let her shine in a way that a lot of male stars just don't do. And and I don't know if that was Patty's direction or or just Chris was, to his credit, sort of backed away. But Chris Pine was awesome in that movie because it was such a difference, and he just sort of let it happen. And you could see him sort of, I guess I'm letting this happen. It was a really, and then the romance was really great too. It surprised me. So from that movie, I became a bigger Chris Pine fan because of Star Trek and that. And so I agree, that's what he's had, and then he's sort of now lost his two jewels. And so to jump into this like Mission Impossible Bourne clone of like some secret agent thing, which he's done. He did a Jack Ryan movie that failed miserably. So this feels like a backward step for him. I get it, money. Paramount's probably trying to keep him in the family. He still is compared as one of the Chris's. But I would argue now that this is lowering his stock down to be, would you put him in, of all the Chris's, of Evans, Hemsworth, Pratt, and now Pine, do you feel like this is dropping him at the back of the pack?
You said Chris Evans. Oh, Chris Evans too. He's the fourth one then.
Yeah. Evans, Hemsworth, Pratt, Pine are the four Chris's.
Pine's fourth then.
Who is the best? Who do you think the most valuable Chris is right now?
I'm gonna say value. I'll say Evans for what I believe he's gonna do behind the camera in the future.
Interesting.
Then Pratt. Then
but value,
Hemsworth.
he's not gonna make box office there. I think artistic value.
Well, if
sure,
you're talking
maybe
about,
some.
are we talking about star power as an actor?
Yeah. Who's the most bankable?
It's Pratt.
I would say Hemsworth.
Heck no. Why? Because of Thor? That's all he has. Men in Black tanked.
And he's got that Netflix movie. You're right.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all sort of at a precipice right now where they could all be tanking. Pratt isn't doing that well either.
Pratt number one.
I guess Jurassic World is what he's got.
Evans.
Yeah, you're right, because Pratt still has Guardians, and he's got Jurassic World 3. So those two franchises are going to do well. That's going to make his stock rise while it's continuing. So I agree. Pratt is still at the top of the pack of the Chris's. He's in what?
Onward.
He did do Onward, but which didn't do that well. But yeah, but sure. But Jurassic World 3 and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 are going to be huge moneymakers for him. So all right, we got that. Chris Pine does have Wonder Woman 84. And then Chris Evans doesn't really have anything going on.
Besides that, I mean, Hemsworth does have
He has a Thor coming up.
Black. Ghostbusters 2016, he was in there. He had a couple of war movies I saw, but, but what is Chris Pine, besides Wonder Woman, he did I Am the Night, which is great. He was fantastic in Wonder Woman. I love him. Fell in love with his character in there. But besides that, Star Trek, that was like,
as Bunda just said, all of the Chris's are pretty mediocre. None have a great performance. I
think Chris Pine is a good actor.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Pine in Wonder Woman, and I liked him in Hell or High Water.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, it's tough though. Pratt though, I've never seen Pratt give
best actor. Who's the best actor? I think it's Pine. He's the best actor, I believe. Hemsworth, take him out of there. I think Evans has some stuff to show.
Chris Evans was good in Snowpiercer. He was also good in the Gift or The Gifted. What was it called? There was that movie about the kid in him. He's done some good roles.
I saw him in Cellular. He was good in that.
Yeah, I feel like Evans. And I did like Hemsworth.
Knives Out. He was all right.
I liked Hemsworth in Ghostbusters. He was by far the best part. There was another one Hemsworth did. Why am I forgetting all their filmographies?
It's a joke.
It's interesting. Out of all of those, and after talking about it, after knocking on Chris Pine, I got to say Chris Pine in both Star Trek and Wonder Woman are probably my favorite performances of all those Chris's.
Yep, facts. He just doesn't have the career, He doesn't have the box office or the star power, I guess. It's weird, man. Look, I heard a lot of it just goes to show you how you are to people. The way you treat people really affects your career, I believe. Maybe he's a douchebag.
Well, and it shows. I'm looking at Hemsworth. Cabin in the Woods was a short part, but he was okay. But that was the sort of first Thor movies. They're all sort of the same. Black Hat, I didn't really like. Vacation, he had a funny part in that. I never saw In the Heart of the Sea. Did you see In the Heart of the Sea from that Ron Howard? And then The Huntsman, I didn't like him in that. He was funny in Ghostbusters.
I seen him in The Huntsman.
He's fine.
That was a bad movie.
He plays a strong guy. I didn't see Bad Time at the El Royale. I didn't watch that either.
Heard that was really good.
And then Extraction opens this Friday, so that's there. We'll see. I really want to see him in the untitled Hulk Hogan biopic if that's real. Holy crap, that would be amazing. And then we had,
No way.
I was going to say Chris Evans, just to compare, because I think Pratt's probably the biggest box office draw. But if we're really,
I think Evans goes back further than all of them.
Yeah, I mean, he's been around since She's All That, right? Or not She's All That, not another teen movie. Fantastic. Not another teen movie where he played the She's All That guy. He played sort of James Van Der Beek's parody. Which he was funny in, let's be honest. And then it was The Perfect Score. I remember that one where he shows up there. And then Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm, Sunshine. Oh, he was in Sunshine. Good for him. Street Kings.
Yep, Street Kings. Got shot
Captain
in the neck.
America. Yeah, Snowpiercer I thought was good. Gifted. That was really the one I liked him in Gifted.
Man. That was his movie.
Yeah, he was. And Knives Out. He was pretty damn good in Knives Out.
He was okay in Knives Out too. It was pretty good.
But yeah, you're right. Out of all of these, and then we know Chris Pratt. I don't think Chris Pratt's really done the biggest performances. Parks and Rec is probably his best performance, if we're being honest.
Did you know that Chris Pratt was the douchebag friend in Wanted?
No.
He's the douchebag friend. Yo, bro, he punched his teeth out. That's when he was fat. Yeah, man. Chris Pratt was in Wanted.
Wait, what? With the Angelina Jolie movie Wanted?
Yeah, the Curving the Bullets, bro. The dude that worked at the office with him.
It's not even on his IMDb.
Took his girlfriend. That's him.
Oh, Chris Pratt, you're saying?
Pratt, yeah.
Yeah. Chris Pratt did a lot of that stuff in the beginning. Parks and Recreation. Did you ever watch it? He's fantastic in that show.
I heard that's where he kind of made his
He's really great, and that's sort of him, the best
version
comedy
of him. Though, right?
And it's comedy, and so that's where I feel like he succeeds. And I like Star-Lord in the first one, but Star-Lord's sort of grating on me a little bit. And he's not much of a character. He's fine in Jurassic World, but I don't think Pratt has proven his acting chops. So yeah, as we've gone through it, and we just criticized Chris Pine for taking on the Saint, which I still don't think is a great move. I got to say, of all the actors, I'm going to give it to Chris Pine.
Yeah, better actor out of all of them, and he got to make his. He's not really getting those movie roles. He's clearly not getting the movie roles no more like that.
I mean, this is a big deal. Paramount's it's a big studio franchise for Paramount. They clearly lined him up for it, so they clearly believe in him. So I just think the material, and Dexter Fletcher is pretty hot right now. So maybe we'll be impressed by this movie, but I don't know. I feel like we've seen him do this before. It's just I don't see people salivating for like, ooh, Chris Pine in another new spy franchise. That's all I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Like
women are. Oh, he did Outlaw King on Netflix. That was really big.
What do you guys think in the comments as I wrap this up? Are you excited to see Chris Pine star in a reboot of The Saint? You know, the 1997 Val Kilmer movie and the 60s TV show starring Roger Moore. You know, that popular franchise. Who's excited?
Let's keep it a buck.
Nobody's going to keep it. But I will give him credit. We just did it, and I back you up. He really is giving the best performances. So from between Hell and High Water, Wonder Woman, and Star Trek 1, that trifecta beats all the other Chris's. So bravo, Chris Pine. You won our Who's the Best Chris? In fact, that was probably a better title. Maybe I'll title that. Yeah. All right, there you go. I'm clipping this for YouTube. So thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to keep it going for a couple more minutes here live. Join us every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Thursdays for Nerd Wars, Demonetized, and Wednesdays over in Jody's Corner. Subscribe to Jody's Corner to see us on Yin and Yang. Thanks for watching here on the clipped version of Change Our Minds. Bye, everybody.